This Saturday, Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury 2. My predictions right after this. What's going on, fight fans? Welcome to the Zapata Brand Podcast. I am George Zapata, and I'm going to give you my rundown and prediction of this weekend's big rematch between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury. The first one ended where Alexander Usyk won a split decision. It was closer than I thought it would be, but I thought Tyson Fury would win the fight. I thought his size and strength would wear Usyk down eventually towards the later rounds. It did not happen that way. I definitely didn't think Usyk was as good as he is now, and he's proven to be. Although he did win the undisputed cruiserweight championship, I didn't think that he was going to go up to fight someone like Tyson Fury. So let's go back a little bit and do the tail of the tape. Here's the tail of the tape. Alexander Usyk is 37 years old. Tyson Fury, 36. Alexander Usyk. Now this weight, I will wait till the official weigh-in, but as of last fight, Usyk 223.5, Fury 262. Their heights vastly different. Usyk at 6'3", Tyson Fury 6'9". The reach 78 inches for Usyk, 85 inches for Tyson Fury. Their records also 22-0 for Usyk, has yet to lose against Tyson Fury, 34-1-1. That one lone loss coming to Alexander Usyk. Well, now that we got the tail of the tape out of the way, here is what I believe will happen this Saturday. I believe, and I'm leaning towards this for a few reasons. Number one, I want to see the weigh-in. I want to see how Tyson looks. If Tyson looks a little bit soft, then I thoroughly believe that this will be the end of Tyson's run here, because he's pushing it a little bit. Although he is a year younger than Usyk, he's been in a bunch of wars. The two wars with Deontay Wilder. The third one wasn't really that good of a fight. I think Tyson Fury dominated him. But the two wars, especially the first one with Wilder, he'd been down a bunch. So I think that took a lot out of Tyson in this fight, in his career. So let me start off by saying this. This is how I'm leaning prior to the weigh-in. If there's something goofy that happens at the weigh-in, weight-wise, or they don't look good, I may change it that morning. But as of right now, this is what I'm looking at. My prediction is very simple. I think Tyson Fury will end up winning a unanimous decision. In my opinion, I thought he would think, well, this guy's only 6'3", I'm 6'9". He's only coming up from cruiserweight. He's fought most of his career as a cruiserweight. Matter of fact, as an amateur, he fought Sean Porter at 168 pounds, I believe it was. So, that being said, though, he did look good the first few rounds. Tyson looked very good, and I had him winning the fight before he got caught. Now, I think once he got caught, things changed a little bit. I think that Usyk had the ability to move forward and back Tyson to the ropes, which I never thought would happen. And why he would stay at the ropes was beyond me, but he stayed there a lot. He was goofing around in the corner. I think that took a lot of his swag away from him, because Usyk was standing there coming underneath the punches, using his jab a little bit, and then firing off of Tyson's shots. But Tyson was back to the ropes, and I didn't know why. Even in the middle of the fight, I was saying, why is he not fighting him towards the middle of the ring? 6'9", long jab, and a good jab at that. Not like Larry Holmes' jab, who I think has the best jab that I've ever seen. But something like that, keeping him away, and he never did. That was a huge mistake. I think Tyson learns from that. I think also what Tyson's going to do, I think he's going to go to the body. Usyk, in the fight that I thought he lost against Daniel Dubois, he got hit to the body, and he's been down a few times in the body as an amateur. When he got hit by Double D, Daniel Dubois, who is the IBF champion, but realistically, this fight is for all the marbles. He got hit. He went down, and it was borderline, if that, more towards the top of the belt buckle, or the belt line. I thought that fight was over then. They thought it was low. We'll go with what the referee said. But in this instance, if it keeps coming back to the fact that he is weak to the body, I think Tyson has to do that a little bit more. He has got to get to the body often and early, and I think that will help him as he gets into the later rounds. Plus, the fact that if he leans on him a little bit more instead of leaning on the ropes, I think it weakens Usyk. Now, I will say the caveat is this. If Tyson Fury is not in the shape that he has to be in to beat Usyk, then he's going to have a tough time. Usyk to win this fight, I think will have to do exactly what he did in the fight before, in the first fight, push Tyson Fury back, which was beyond me that he stayed there. But when he did, he got to work, hitting him to the body, hitting him to the head, and obviously hitting him with that big left hand and then the right hook afterwards. Those are the two punches that really changed. And he was wobbling around the ring, Tyson was. Maybe it might have been stopped at some other time because of the accumulation of punches, but he didn't get stopped. He did go the distance. But I feel that if Usyk can do that, he will win again. But I'm not leaning that way. I think Tyson is the one caveat too with that, and the one with that too is Usyk hasn't lost yet, so he doesn't know what it's like to lose. Tyson now has lost. He's coming back. How he responds to this being his first loss is also key too. So two things I'm going to look for. Number one, the weigh-in. If Tyson doesn't look at the weigh-in, I'm going to have to change my pick. But I'm sticking with Tyson right now because I think he's the kind of champion that will refocus his mind. He had a lot of stuff going on in camp prior to this, a lot of personal reasons that he just made public, which to go through stuff like that is very rough to go through. And meanwhile, you're fighting for the undisputed championship of the world. That is a tough task for anybody to get over. So I know it seems like I'm not really picking somebody, but I am. I'm leaning Tyson Fury. It would be a great trilogy. We haven't had one of those in a long time in the heavyweight division. This would be good for boxing. I think it's going to be a good fight for boxing, provided Tyson Fury is in the shape that he claims he will be in. Usyk, you're not going to get somebody who's not in shape. You're not going to get an absolute professional beast in the ring. You're not. He is that kind of a fighter. He is a very strong mentally. He is a very good fighter. He has got a huge amateur background. He is a guy who can come to this fight and put on a spectacular performance, show the world that he is going to go down in history as one of the greatest to ever do it. And you say that because he was an undisputed cruiserweight champion, climbed all the way up to heavyweight, started at 165, 168 as an amateur, and became undisputed champion. I still say this is the undisputed championship, but that's neither here nor there. Alexander Usyk will be in the history books as one of the greatest of all time if he wins this fight. On the other hand, Tyson Fury still will go down as one of the best to ever do it, regardless. Maybe not top 10, but top 15. I still think he's one of the best to ever do it. In my opinion, I would put him in the top 10 because of his size and his ability. And this is his first loss. This is really his first loss that he has ever had. The draw with Wilder, yes, but he was winning that fight for the majority of that fight. Same here. The rematch will not. I don't think the rematch in the first few rounds is going to be any different. And if Tyson can continue to do what he's doing from round 4, from 1 to 4 in the first fight, this is an easy fight for Tyson Fury. He has got all the intangibles to win this fight. I see it happening. I don't think if he sticks to the game plan, instead of taking him, he started playing around, he got caught. And that's what happens. Heavyweight division is different. It's one punch turns your lights out. It turned the tide in that fight, and he was never the same, wobbling all over the ring. So if Tyson is in shape, if he sticks behind that long pulling jab, Tyson wins this fight by unanimous decision. I really think he's going to win this fight pretty easily. And as a matter of fact, I think you'll see a trilogy. Hopefully the alphabet soup belts don't get in the way here. One of the things I saw with Tyson Fury in the first fight is he was in a different frame of mind. We didn't know what was going on in his personal life until we found out. And anybody that goes through something like that can understand. There's no playbook for that. He's going to go through it, and he did it as best he could. Does that mean he's going to be a better fighter this time around? I think we'll see Tyson Fury on a different level this time around. Now, I could be so totally off, and 9 times out of 10 I am. This fight, I was confident in the first 5 rounds. I was confident of Tyson Fury because I picked Tyson Fury to win the first one. I didn't think he was going to be this hard. Now, I will concede that I didn't think that much of Alexander Usyk, but unfortunately for me, I didn't place a bet on it. But now that I see him, he is legit, could be one of the greatest of all time because of not only his amateur pedigree up to the cruiserweight, up to now the heavyweight division. Now, if he beats him, you have to make that argument. But that being said, guys, it's going to be a great fight, I think, on Saturday night. If there's anything that you would think you could add to that, put it in the comments. I'll try to answer it as best I can. I'll be back on Thursday with a video that I'm going to do about AI judging. It is going to make its debut on the Tyson Fury Alexander Usyk rematch. I want to hear your thoughts about it. I'm going to tell you what I know about it, put a video together. Let me know what you think about it. On Thursday, I'm going to put it up. Now, Sunday, the 2024 year-end awards, Boxing and Bagels with Kevin Iole. So get tuned for that. It's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be live, if I'm not mistaken, live at 11:30 Eastern with Kevin Iole. That's going to be a great show. We have Kevin Iole, Coach Diz, and myself, Boxing and Bagels. That is on Sunday. So guys, get ready for the big fight this weekend. Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury 2 for the undisputed, kind of, because the IBF did something stupid. But technically, it's going to be for the best fighter in the business in the heavyweight division. So don't be amazed at what I've accomplished in my life. Be inspired by what you can do in yours. We will see you after the fights. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching the Zapata Brand podcast. Please subscribe to the podcast and listen where all podcasts are available.